Hello everybody, welcome back to a new video. Today a great new reveal came out, and that is for 123 Sesame Street, the newest LEGO Ideas set. Now if you're like me and grew up with Sesame Street, this is pretty much a must-have. One of the biggest pieces of my childhood was Jim Henson's work, and although this wasn't completely Jim Henson's own creation really, he did work on it, and I mean it's pretty much the same thing like his work. But anyways, this is really amazing. It's crazy to see. It's something that you want, but you never really expected, at least for me. It's really amazing. The minifigures to build, it's all great. I don't know, it's kind of a mix of what I expected and didn't expect. It's kind of odd. I was crossing my fingers for more minifigures, but unfortunately, there are only 6. Really only 5, because one of the minifigures is just made out of bricks. Anyways, our minifigures are Big Bird, first of all, which is really great. Probably the coolest one out of the bunch, with that crazy, cool new huge piece for his head and his body. It's really cool. And then you have those chicken wings. I kind of wish he had Woody's legs. If you didn't know, back in like 2010, before the Toy Story 4 sets, there were sets for Toy Story 3 and the original 2, and Woody's legs were longer than the normal legs. They were like 3 studs high, and I believe now the normal legs are 2 studs high. And I think that would have fit here. I don't think, he's definitely not as tall as he should be. But, I mean, he's still a minifigure and everything. But anyways, take a look at the rest of the minifigures. So you have Elmo with a new head, plain torso and legs, short legs. They're just plain red and everything. As you can see, you have a normal head as the little goldfish container, which is pretty cool. Next to him, you have Oscar, which, like I said before, isn't really a minifigure because he's made out of bricks. But I understand why they did that, so he can fit in the trash can. But really, what I really wish they did was made a new piece for him like they did for everyone else, to where he could be able to be put on a minifigure and be in the trash can. But unfortunately, that is the only place that it can be is in the trash. They don't have a minifigure torso or legs, but it doesn't even matter if it came with it, because he wouldn't have even been able to fit. But oh well. Bert has the mid-sized legs in dark green, which I believe, if I'm not mistaken, has not been seen before. New nice torso print, and of course nice new head as well. Ernie, once again, nice. I was thinking, like, why does he... I was wondering why he looked off to me, and I think it's because his stripes are not on his arms. I don't know if that's it. I don't know. Something seemed off to me. Maybe it's his short legs. I know he's supposed to be smaller than Bert, but I don't know. It just seems too short. But anyways, once again, new headpiece. Really, really nice. Cookie Monster also has... min legs, and I do believe that shade of blue we have gotten before. Plain torso as well, no printing or anything, but of course he does have a nice new mold as well. What's really interesting is that this is for 18, it's an 18 set, it's an adult set practically, which is so odd because this is a kids television show that's like for 4-year-olds, 4 or 5, you know. And I just think that's so odd, but it's mainly aimed towards people who are probably, you know, like, that are much older now, of course, who grew up with it a lot, a long time ago. And of course, the 18 and up doesn't mean that kids who like Sesame Street can't have this or anything. It's going to be probably a little bit of a hard build for them, but... I was building sets like this when I was like 7 or something like that. So I think it won't be that big of a deal. But anyways, it is gonna come out November 1st, which is coming up here right in time for the holidays. It's gonna be 120. The rumor for the price was still the same, but if I'm not mistaken, at least from the rumors that I heard, the pieces is a little bit higher than what I heard. I heard it was going to be about 1,000 pieces for 120. I was like, come on, seriously? They're doing that thing where they're adding an extra like $30 or $20 or whatever. But no, it's 1,000, almost 1,400, and it's only 120. So thankfully, it is a pretty good deal for the price per piece ratio and everything. And compared to the original design, this thing's pretty great. It's not as obviously the original project was better. But I do think that this is good. If I'm not mistaken, Hooper's Store was not in the original project, like, at all, but they decided to add that, which is interesting. It's obviously not as big as the original submission. If it were, it'd be like twice the size, which also would mean it would be twice the price. But I think this is I think this is great. Not too big and not too small either. I think this is exactly where it should be. The minifigures, like I said, are great. And another thing about the minifigures is that they have new pieces. Every single one, except for Oscar, has a new head piece. And what's really cool about this, not only does it make it look much better instead of normal minifigure heads, if I'm being completely honest, I think if it were normal, like, pieces that already existed, I don't think I would get this, honestly, because the minifigures are really what make it what it is. And if the minifigures were, like, if it were like the original submission, not that the original submission was bad at all. They did the best that they could do with the rules that they were given. But still, I don't think I would have, thought it was good enough or whatever. But this is really, really good. Anyways, what's cool about this is that was a rule, like I just said, that there are no new pieces, but now the rules have changed to where they will add new pieces if they feel it is necessary. I don't know if your submission can have new pieces. I don't know about that. I haven't checked, but I do know that that's the rule now, is that if they feel it's necessary, they will add new pieces. But anyways, this is full of details from the show. Something that's really interesting is that there's a bunch of characters that were not in the set that are scattered everywhere. You have Count, Abby Cadabby, Zoe, and a bunch of different characters and references to a bunch of stuff. You have Bert's paperclips, there's a pigeon, Elmo's goldfish, rubber ducky, a cookie. I mean, there's just so much, and it's so great. You got a bathtub for Ernie. It's so good. It's really so good. And you have that worm. I don't know his name, but you have Oscar's worm or whatever as well. That's really cool. I believe there's a picture of Snuffleupagus. I think that's how you pronounce it. I don't know. I can't remember. But yeah. There's a description here about the creator. I am very familiar with this creator because we have a lot in common. We both like Jim Henson's work and are big fans of Lego. And this is actually the first time I'm seeing his face. And it says, I grew up on Sesame Street. The show was one of my first teachers. Taught me how to read, write, count, and laugh. I'm also an enormous fan of Jim Henson. His creations have played an important role in shaping my creative career. Sesame Street fan designer Ivan. So that is what it says, and has a picture of him with Bert and Ernie puppets there on display, which is also really cool. So basically the build. So inside of the main building, you have Bert and Ernie's bedroom, I guess. And you have, like, the main entrance with Elmo's bedroom. And in Elmo's bedroom, he has in there his goldfish, like a rocket, a train with train tracks in his bed. And then Ernie and Bert's room, there are 2 beds, a chair, and of course the bathtub, and a bunch of decorations everywhere. You also have Bert's little area with the nest and everything. And you have the picture of Mr. Hooper, which is really, really cool. So yeah, this is just really amazing. I definitely am gonna need this. Oh, and also, there's, inside of Mr. Hooper's store. Let me look inside. Let me try to find a picture of it, because I kind of remember what was in it, but also I don't. Oh, here we go. So you have, a TV in there with, I think his name is Guy Smiley, I believe. Count. There's an ice cream truck. That's probably a reference to something. I just don't remember. There's VHSs and an old TV. And a bat and an air conditioner. And you have the little store itself below it. So it's really, really cool. This is an amazing set. There's so many different details. You have posters. You have Biff and Sully's construction. That, I believe, was a part of the original creation, too. I think those two minifigures were actually, like, minifigures in it, but not in this creation, which makes sense, because they're, like, really, really, really minor characters. But it's interesting that they still incorporated it in here. But yeah, the details and everything is just so, so cool. And yeah, this thing is really, really great. It is so amazing. I can't wait to have this. It was a big piece of my childhood, and it will be so great to have this. So anyways, let's read a little bit of what this says here. It says, building friendship since 1969. If you didn't know, that's when Sesame Street first came out, was in 1969. It's been a while. It's older than Star Wars. Revisit childhood memories with this new exclusive set inspired by fans. So as you can see by that, it's aimed towards the 18 and up age range, because it's meant to be for LEGO fans who grew up with Sesame Street, like me. And then it says, meet the neighbors. This exclusive new set is home to 5 all-new minifigures of everyone's favorite characters, including Big Bird, Cookie Monster, Elmo, Bert, and Ernie, and also Oscar, but he's not technically a minifigure. Open Sesame. Filled with colorful details fans will remember. This extraordinary new set opens in the back to reveal the world of Sesame Street. It says, packed with playful memories to make and share. Test your memory. Look for hidden Easter eggs of moments from the show. Dance like the pigeon. Get up close with extras like Bert's favorite feathered friends. Visit old friends. Watch Oscar the Grouch pop out of his trash can. Elmo's World. Recreate scenes with fans' favorite like Elmo. C is for Cookie. Enjoy a bit of TV time with Cookie Monster. Rubber Ducky, you're the one. Playful accessories and decals bring the set to life. So yeah, this set is really amazing. Not only if you watch Sesame Street, but it just is an interesting and cool set, even if you didn't. Obviously, I think if you never watched this or never grew up with it or anything, I don't think it's worth it, I guess. But if you were at least somewhat of a fan growing up with Sesame Street, then I think you should definitely get this. But if you're hardly familiar with it, then probably skip it. So there's a little in-depth look at this new set. 1, 2, 3 Sesame Street is gonna be $120 coming this November 1st, ages 18 and up. 1,367 pieces. Oh, and I never said the set number. 21324, and it will give you 780 VIP points if you order it online. So there you go. Oh, of course you get you just get VIP points from it. That's what I meant to say. But there it is, guys. There's a nice in-depth look at this review. This video is quite late, but I got it out. But anyways, I will see you guys in the next video. Have a great rest of the day.